Hi viewers, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss one of the most important interview question, that is nothing but what is the reason behind system.out.println. In the interviews it is one of the most important interview question. So interviewers will ask like can you please explain what is the meaning of system.out.println. In this class you will get the complete clarity related to this statement system.out.println. Actually in Java, in order to perform input and as well as output related operations, we need to take the assistance of java.io package. But here we are, without taking the assistance of java.io package, we are simply printing the output with the help of system.out.println. So in this there is a lot of depth is there. In this particular session, I will explain what is the importance of this entire system.out.println. Before going to enter into the system.out.println related content, let me give some general examples so that you will get the complete clarity. If you are going to consider here, so sample is the class. Within that we have the main method is available. Within the main method, I am printing one simple statement that is nothing but system with the help of system.out.println. I am printing some class name dot variable name. That the variable itself is name, which is of the type of string, and it is a static variable. That's why we are calling it with the help of class name sample dot. It is a static variable. That's why we are calling it. And within this variable, we are holding some value like the person name Ravi, and which is of the type of string. So whenever we are going to print it, system.out.println with the help of sample, the class name dot, that the variable, it is a static variable. We can call the static variable with the help of class name dot variable name is that particular variable name. So whenever we are going to print it, you will get the output Ravi. All of you please observe. Let me execute it so that you will get the clarity. Java C space sample dot Java. I am compiling it, successfully compiled. Let me try to run it. Java space sample. So the output is we are getting that static variable related content right. And actually this variable is belonging to string. That means we have the flexibility to perform some string related operations upon this variable also. How we are going to perform string related operations means, for example, the content that is available in this variable is Ravi, and within that R is capital case and A is lowercase, V is lowercase, as well as I is lowercase. If I want to convert this entire content in this name variable into uppercase, I can directly use string related one method, that the method name itself is name dot, the method name itself is to uppercase automatically. So whatever the name that is available, which is of the type of string, and that name is available in the sample class, that will be converted into uppercase. All of you please observe. If I'm going to run this program, before going to run we have to compile it. Let me compile. Successfully compiled. Now try to run it. So it is printing with the help of uppercase convention. With the help of this to uppercase method, we are converting this name variable content into uppercase. Why? Because this name variable is belonging to string type and it is available in the sample class. So the entire meaning of this particular content which is providing in the system.out.println is, so let me show you. So here, very simple, all of you please observe carefully. Sample is the class. Yes, sample is the class. Name is a static variable in the sample class with the type string. Name is of the type string and which is available in the sample class. It is a static variable. And to uppercase is the method which is available in the string class. And we can apply this method upon this variable name. Why? Because it is also belonging to string type. That's why. So we are applying to uppercase method upon the string class. We are applying it upon the name variable in order to convert the content in the name into uppercase. Now, the entire meaning of this line is, in the sample class, we have one static variable is there, that the static variable is name, which is of the type string, so that we can apply some operations upon the string. So I am applying here in order to convert the content of the string into uppercase. I am applying to uppercase method. That is the meaning of this entire line. In the similar format, you can easily understand what is the meaning of system.out.println. So let me show you. So within the system is one of the class which is available in the java.lang package. Within the system class, we have one static variable is available, that the static variable name is out. Out is the static variable which is available in the system class, and this out is of the type of print stream object. Actually, this is a print stream class which is available in the IO package. So this out and reference variable is available in this print stream class, and the type of this out is print stream. I am providing this variable as a static variable in the system class, so that how to use it, all of you please observe. If you want to access the static variable from the class, means the class name is system and the static variable name itself is out. And with the help of this out, actually the type of the out is print stream class, which is available in the IO package, so that we can have the flexibility to call the print stream related methods in order to print the content. And we have one of the method which is available in the print stream class is println. So with the help of println method, we can print the related content in the output console. Now the message that I am printing here is welcome to Java. So that means the entire meaning of this statement is system.out.println is println is the method which is not available in the system class. It is available in the print stream class, which is available in IO package, as well as this out is a one of the static variable which is of the type of print stream class, which is available in the system class, and that's why it is a static variable. We can call it with the help of class name system dot the static variable name itself is out, which is belonging to print stream, so that with the help of print stream related object we can print that println method. With the help of println method we can get the content of whatever the content that you want to display. So let me show you the description so that you will get the clarity. Very simple. So now how can you understand this program means system is the class which is available in the java.lang package. By default, the java.lang package is existing in each and every class. JVM itself is assuming that there will be a java.lang package is available in the each and every class. We need not to mention it explicitly. That system is a class which is available in the java.lang package. And coming to out is a static variable which is available in the system class, but the type of the out variable is print stream class, which is available in the IO package. And with the assistance of this out only, we are trying to use this println method. This println method is not belonging to system class. It is belonging to print stream class. That's why, so system.out.println in the sense, println is the method which is available in the print stream class, and that print stream class related reference variable is available here, which is of the type of static. That's why we are calling it with the help of system class, system.out.println. This is the meaning of this entire sentence, system.out.println. And so some of the members, they are having the doubt like, sir, without using system.out.println, is there any possibility to print the output? Means yes, there is a possibility. We can directly use the print stream class in order to print the output. Why? Because so it is actually indirectly in this particular line also the complete content is relating to the IO package only. Why? Because this out is the type of print stream class which is available in the IO package, as well as within the print stream class only we have the method println. That's why this entire statement will be correlating with the IO package only. But without importing that IO package, with the assistance of this system class, system is a class which is available in the java.lang package. We are simply printing the output message. And without using this system.out.println statement also, we can print the content with your own print stream object. Let me do it with the help of example. So without taking the assistance of system.out.println, we can print the output upon the standard console. That will be possible with the help of print stream class. How to use the print stream class? Print stream is the class. For that class, we can create your own reference, object reference. That object reference is, for example, my out is the object reference that I am going to take, equal to how to create the object of the class. It will be very simple. Print stream object equal to new print stream, that is the class name. And here one thing we have to do, the thing is, so if you're going to directly creating the object of the print stream class, means it will be not at all acceptable. In order to print the output on the standard output console, we need to take the assistance of one more class which is available in the IO package. Actually, this print stream class is also belonging to IO package. If you want to use this print stream class, definitely we need to mention that package, that the package name is import java.io.star. Why? Because all the input and output related operations will be performed with the assistance of this package. Within that package, that input and output related classes and interfaces are available. With the help of them only, we are going to print the output. Now, print stream is the class which is available in the IO package that I am using now. At the time of creating the object, we have to supply one more class object. That the class object name is new file output stream. File output stream is the another class which is available in the IO package. With the assistance of that file output stream class, we need to pass out object. That out object will be available within the file descriptor class. File descriptor. For that file descriptor class, let me create the out object. So like that, we need to write the sentence. So without writing this particular file output stream of file descriptor out object, it is not possible to print the output with the help of print stream class. So please remember that point. At the time of creating the print stream object, if you want to print something within the standard output console, definitely we need to take the assistance of file output stream class. Now, the entire line meaning is we are creating the object of print stream class, which is having some other object that the object name itself is file output stream, which is consisting that out object. So now with the help of this my out equal my out dot, we can call the print stream related method println. My out dot println, we can print the message, whatever the message that you want to print. Welcome to Java. That is a simple message that I want to print. Here, if you are going to observe, I am not at all using the statement system.out.println. I am using my out object, which is belonging to print stream. With the help of print stream object, I am calling the print stream related method, print stream class related method. That method name is println, so that you will get the output. All of you please observe. But in order to do this entire activity, we have to import the package java.io package. Now let me try to print the message now. So now we are going to get the output. Welcome to Java. Let me try to compile it. Here the problem is I did not place the bracket. Is file descriptor dot out. So this is the method. This is the out object which is available in the file descriptor. We need to use out file descriptor data. Out is a static variable which is available in the file descriptor class. Like that we have to use. Let me try to do it. Java C sample.java. There is no error at all. There is no syntactic error. Let me try to run it. Whatever the message that we are getting, welcome to Java, it will be taking the assistance of print stream object. I am not at all using system.out.println. So the actual reason behind this statement is indirectly it will be processing through the print stream class only. Why? Because out is the one of the static variable which is available in a system class, which is of the type of print stream. With the help of that print stream related variable itself, we are printing the message with the help of println method. So we can write system.out.println. Otherwise, without taking the assistance of the system.out.println also, we can print the content with the help of print stream object. But it will be very difficult. We have to do a lot of things here. So we need to take the assistance of print stream object. At the time of creating the print stream object, we need to pass one more object for the print stream class. That is nothing but file output stream. For this file output stream, we have to pass one static variable which is belonging to file descriptor class. With the help of all this content, we are going to prepare print stream class object. Now whenever we are having the print stream class object, it will be very easy for in order to print the output with the help of println method which is available in the print stream class. Now we can print the output welcome to Java. But it is a long process. It is very difficult. Why? Because in order to do this entire process, we have to write this entire line as well as we have to import the package java.io package. Why? Because print stream, file output stream as well as file descriptor classes are available in the IO packages. So we have to import that package, and then only you have the flexibility to try to use this particular user defined object my output in order to print the output message. Now the message that we are getting here is whenever we are going to run this program, we are getting welcome to Java. If we are going to place the comments for the IO package means it is not at all getting the output. Why? Because print stream class is related to IO as well as remaining all the classes, whatever the classes that I am providing in this line, these are all belonging to IO package. Now without importing IO package, we are unable to use them. Try to compile now. What is the error that we are getting? Print stream is the class which is we are unable to identify that symbol, as well as we are getting the problem for the file output stream as well as file descriptor. Why? Because these three classes are available in the IO package. We have to do this entire mechanism with the help of IO package. Instead of doing that entire mechanism, we have the flexible mechanism is there. If you want to print the similar kind of output, welcome to Java with respect to, let me try to put these two lines in the comments. And instead of doing this entire activity, we have the flexible mechanism is there, that the mechanism is system.out.println. So with the help of it also we can print welcome to Java message. It will be very simple. So the meaning of this entire line is system is a class. Indirectly it is taking the assistance of one important variable which is available in the system class. It is a static variable. That's why we are calling it with the help of class name system.out. But the variable type is print stream class. That means it will be taking care about that print stream related operations, and with the help of that print stream related type object, we are calling the print stream related method println. Now this is the simple statement we are using instead of this entire mechanism. And from here onwards in the interviewers, if is there any interviewer is going to ask the question like, can you please explain the importance of system.out.println, means you have to be careful. And with and one more question you will get from the interviewer, that the question is, without using system.out.println, is there any possibility to print the output, means yes, there will be a possibility, like that you have to tell. And the possibility is we need to import the IO package, we have to create the user defined object for the print stream class, so that with the help of that user defined object we can print the message. Let me do it with the help of the two varieties. One is system.out.println, with the help of we are printing welcome to Java message, and another alternative is with the help of user defined object from the print stream class which is available in the IO package. So welcome to Java from print stream class. So let me try to compile and run this program. You will get the two outputs here. All of you please observe carefully. What is the problem? Cannot find symbol. So my out. Let me try to uncomment. Yes, we have to uncomment this my object related line. Now try to compile it and try to run it. Welcome to the Java from print stream class object, as well as welcome to Java from the standard output message, that is nothing but system.out.print. With this, you got the complete clarity. Thank you, Ananda.